If you can name this sim out of this still or the first 5 seconds of the video, please do so in the comments. If you get the name correct and you are the first, I will send you an engraved medal with something like person with the most obscure sim racing knowledge of 2023, because I had never heard of this game before I started researching this video. Obviously, the answer will be in the video as it is the last game I try, so no cheating, I'll be watching over your shoulder. Without further ado, let's get into the video. These are 5 free racing games for you to try.
RaceRoom Racing Experience.
So let's get this out of the way first. I think most of you will know RaceRoom, and it's free to try at best, I'd say. Definitely not a full game for free, but it has 12 cars and 5 tracks that you can drive without breaking the bank. What makes RaceRoom interesting is that it was built on the same engine as rFactor 1 and Automobilista 1. Even though one of the developers already mentioned in an interview in 2016 that only 20% of this code is left, it's still a very good base. Another great thing about RaceRoom is that it's still under development and there's actually a new tire model coming this month. So let's give it a go.
Sector 1 time is good.
Here we are on board during the fastest quali lap I did in this session. I set up a 10-minute quali and a 10-minute race with the Aguila CR1 Sports GT on Sepang North, mainly because I was too lazy to learn the full track. I set the AI to both maximum opponents and strength to see how they would hold up. And as you can see, 38 cars on a 1-minute track is quite busy. So we get our lap in at only a second off, but as you can see, the field is really close.
P27, that's your quickest lap. That puts you 15 seconds off the leader's pace.
Alright, P29. Didn't get a great quali lap in, so hopefully we can make up some places in the race. Let's see how we do.
Left side. Hold your line.
Hello?
Still there. Still there.
No.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Still there. Clear left.
No damage, I think.
Clear all round.
Doing some
Right
places.
side.
Even though the start was quite chaotic, we made it through cleanly as we skipped to a couple of laps later in the race because I wanted to show you the absolute pace of the AI through one corner and only this corner. On all the other corners we seemed quite evenly matched, but here I somehow seem to struggle and I don't really understand why. And this is too bad, because inconsistency of the AI kind of breaks the immersion to me.
Right side's clear.
Human DRS, come on.
P25, car right. Right side's clear.
Alright, sorry. Loading into another race, I decide to use the Formula Ford, or Junior as they call it, on the internal circuit of Silverstone called Stowe. Now, I had absolutely no idea what the AI was doing here, because I got a very easy pull and also a very easy win. Quite a boring race and also surprising because the AI was on max difficulty. Okay. So I'm a bit on the fence about this one. I do do think that RaceRoom is a good racing game. The audio is phenomenal and the physics just simply deliver. And that's all you can ask for in a racing game, if you ask me. Graphics just matter less to me. However, of the 12 free cars, 8 are silhouettes, which are basically identical, so only 5 real cars to race against with the AI. If you do a couple of races like I did, it simply doesn't invite me to do another one, like other titles on this list do, with even less content. In summary, I'd say if you plan to invest on sim racing, RaceRoom might be a good starting point, but as a free game on its own, it's not worth it. Oh, and just as a last tip, you can test drive every car for free. Just go to the store page and click test next to a car you like and you'll be loaded into a session. I'm thinking 3000 out of 7000 RPM.
Drift Experience Japan.
So, a free drifting game with car customization? I'm down. Looks decent, I think, and recent reviews are mostly positive. So, let's check out a review real quick before we dive in. Before I played Drift Experience Japan, I had a small PP. I think he means a small amount of performance points in Gran Turismo 7. I'm fairly sure he means that. He had no friends, no girlfriend. He had depression and no life. And these things haven't changed, but the game is pretty good. Alright, we made it into Drift Experience Japan. Let's go. First gear. Alright. Okay. Oh, there's the foliage. I think this is how we start a stage. Okay, we drift. Yeah, I mean, it does drift, I guess. It's actually quite sad. That was nice. Quite satisfying, actually. Lights. Oh, there we go. I found it. Too excited. Look at this wagon. Oh. Yeah, very impressive if you can build this, but as a game, skip it. I'm going for idle out of 9000 RPM.
Copa Petrobras de Marcas.
Copa Petrobras de Marcas. Copa Petrobras de Marcas.
Another racing game featured on this channel that was made by Ryza, so expectations are very high. The
Copa Petrobras de Marcas
is a Brazilian racing series, or was a Brazilian racing series that was held from the 50s to 2018, according to DriverDB. Now, I tried to find the correct year this game was based on, but strangely enough couldn't find it. The game itself was released in 2014 and the car models all seem from that era, so I think 2014 is about right. It has 4 different cars, all front-wheel drive with 300 horsepower and 6 different tracks. Oh yeah, right. Maybe. Once I dialed in the settings the way I thought I liked them, and I'll get back to that later, I started a 10-lap race on Velo Park using the Ford Focus. As you can see, the AI is behaving nicely in the first couple of corners, even though we made small contact in turn 1. As you'll see throughout the first lap, I need to use quite a lot of steering input to get the car around the corner, maybe quite a bit more than I'd like or is realistic, but at this point I think I have checked all settings and decide to roll with it. Now the race was going well. I managed to gain some positions until I did this.
Sounds like fire. I hit it. So the car actually is on fire.
Now this was the setting that changed it all. I'm not sure what they ran in real life, but the steering lock is set to 14 degrees by default and that seemed pretty low to me. So I doubled it to 28 and the car came alive. I also got rid of the camera shake, so now I was truly ready to race. So I decided on another 10 lap race, this time around Curitiba. And already up to P12 in the first lap. Now the AI seems to struggle a bit with the race starts and sometimes also brakes on the exit of the corner, which is kinda weird, but once they're in free air they're actually pretty fast and nice to race against. I also didn't max out the AI difficulty yet, I am currently on 110, so there's definitely more challenge in them. Another lap later, I'm in the hunt for P4. As I try to brake as late as possible, I slightly overshoot the apex and carry my mistake all the way to the exit, running a bit wide onto the grass. The AI having absolutely none of my rejoin, and I am back to P7.
We do get the fastest lap here. That's good news. See if we can send it. Oh yes, we can. P5. Last lap. Now let's see if we can improve the fast lap then.
What can I say? What can I say? Once I dialed in all the settings the way I like them, I was absolutely blown away. And this was honestly really fun. The races against the AI feel alive, and I honestly feel like I'm in a multiplayer race sometimes. The only thing I can think of for you not to try this is, if you don't like front wheel drive cars, this is not the game for you, because 300 horsepower on the front axle will cause some understeer and frustration. Other than that, this is another gem by Ryza, and if you haven't tried this, you should. I'm gonna max out the revs, bumping off the limiter.
XL1 Clipping Point
is an online racing game created by XL Games, the renowned MMORPG RH developer led by Jake Song. It has a high performance physical engine, perfect racing with attention to detail, great racing control with minimal keystrokes. Okay. Sure, made it in. This is apparently the first thing you have to do, so proper Gran Turismo vibes here. I got gold. Wait, I saw wheel. Oh man. All right, there we go. Brake. Come on. Maybe not the fastest line, but we'll take it. And we're gonna take the win as well. This is gold. Alright. What do I do now? Oh man. This is a weapon. No idea what I did, but I got gold. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. So the basics of cornering. So sounds like something that's useful in a racing game. That's very basic indeed. But do we get... I don't think we're gonna get gold or even... Oh, we got silver. Maybe? I don't know. Could be faster. Could be slower. Finally! Honestly, I was expecting way worse. Like way Drift Experience Japan worse. But it kind of stole my heart. It has some depth to it in a weird way. And it's honestly quite satisfying and difficult to get the gold medals. I was also not expecting my wheel to work. And obviously there's no first feedback. But the fact that it did work and that there's actually something to do in this game kind of surprised me. So if you're into these oddball games and you have a wheel or a controller, you should definitely try and give it a go. I'm thinking 5,000 out of 7,000 RPM. Yeah, that's high, but I'm going for it.
Volvo The Game.
So this is the game I showed you in the intro, and if you knew this one, I'll take my hat off to you. The article that came with the release of this video that was published in 2009 is still online on the Volvo Global Newsroom or something. And I'm gonna link it down below because I think it's really funny. And it also came with a video, which might be even better.
For all lovers of computer racing games, a completely free piece.
I mean, this was the dream rig. There's a Logitech G25. There's a very early iteration of the Stream Deck. There's a Logitech trackball mouse, I think. And to finish it off with the 3 monitors with the 4:3 ratio is this is already so good.
Both Volvo Cars and Simbin are in complete agreement that it is unique for such an advanced game to be available completely free of charge.
There we go, it's free.
Yes.
Race. Okay. Not sure about anything at this point, but it works, and I think I have force feedback as well. This was the first race I did, and spoiler alert, there were many more to follow. I picked the Volvo S40 Super Touring that was raced in the British Touring Car Championship in the late 90s on one of the 2 available tracks in the game. This one is called Shaikra, and I had to look this up, but this is not a fictional track. It still exists for the most part and is situated on the outskirts of Kiev in Ukraine. Because I saw houses so close to the track, I figured it was a fictional track, but if you check Google Street View, you can actually see those houses. Oh! You scared me. Weird. I mean, no damage, so we'll continue. In all honesty, I'm still thinking why this game hit all my sweet spots. After all, the only cars you can drive are Volvos, and that's just not the first brand I think of when I think of motorsports. The physics feel okay, the sounds are okay, but that is to be expected of a game released in 2009. Somehow I just wanted to do another race whenever I finished one, and in the end, if you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Getting destroyed by the AI. Oh. Come on. Yeah. How?
Maybe this is my nostalgia bias hitting hard, but I just love this game and I don't even own a Volvo. The two tracks in this game are very unique and quite fun. AI is fun to race against, the car selection is actually quite diverse, and for a game that was released in 2009 and that still works out of the box for a rating, we are definitely bouncing off the limiter once again. So now it's up to you. What are your 3 favorite racing games that I missed? Please comment them down below. For now, thank you all so much for watching and have a great day.